Okay, so this might take a little while to process. Hopefully everybody's still there. So it says that it's live, but I'm just not so sure about that. you're not gonna believe this. My mic was off this whole time. My mic was off the entire time. Okay. Okay. No wonder nothing was working. Yes, I know. I think I know what was causing it now. Yeah, that's pretty pretty dangerous. You know what's going on. Yeah, okay. So it should update now. You should be able to hear me. At least I think you should be able to. I don't know how my mic sounds. I don't have headphones. I left them at work, so we are basically stuck with this. Yeah. We're just gonna go off of this. If the mic cuts out for some reason, just let me know. So yeah, this is the scene right here. Okay, good. You can't hear me now. Great. Let's go at the edit mode here. Okay, so we're in Element. Basically, since the audio cut out, this is I just created a layer element and then put element on there, and we'll go ahead and get started. And it looks like, if you look in the trailer, and I'm kind of doing this. Hey, it's Fabian. He's back. Oh my goodness. Okay, so earlier in the stream, my mic was off, and that's why nobody could hear me. And I was like, hey, the only reason we were doing this live stream is to get Fabian over here. And I guess the dream was made true, so we're done. We accomplished our goal. Okay. So, like I was saying, sorry, I easily get distracted, so just so you guys know. Okay. So in the trailer, in this scene right here, let me back it up. So we have this little thing going through. It's flying real fast. And this little model, actually, I'm not gonna believe this. Maybe you will. I don't know. It's from the Motion Design 2 pack. So Video Co-Pilot Fabian A. I'm sure you had a part in that. That was just kit bashed together. And then the little smoke right here was just particular. So it was actually pretty simple to make. Just put it together real quick. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go to Terrascape. Canyon 1. So I'm going to let this load up. I'll probably be using the reduced models for the background. So that just helps render times quite a bit, so we won't have to be waiting on it as much. So let me see if I remember how we did this. So I'm assuming you go and reset the view. We're just going to rotate this around. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is crazy. I have the overclocked 2080 Ti in here. It's water cooled, and oh my goodness, it runs so good inside Element. It's like crazy. I'm so happy with it. So if you're looking for a GPU, that's the one to get. Let's see. This is going to load up. I'm just shutting off the draft textures real quick, and it's going to load up the full 8K textures. I'm not sure if you all use the full resolution of the reduced models, but the textures, just like the diffuse map, I think for Terrascape is 180 megabytes. I mean, they're huge maps. They're probably too big, but probably towards the end of this video, I'll show you. There's this has not been announced yet. Oh, that's exciting. But there might be a Terrascape 2 pack, or maybe an add-on pack. I'm not completely sure at this point, but it's going to be pretty awesome. I'll show you what I've been working on. Amy says, your lighting is really good, but every time I try mine, it looks fake and not realistic like yours. Okay, so that's one of the things we're going to take a look at today. One of the things I see most of the time with Element 3D renders is that people will, I think they spend too much time on the things that aren't as important. I'm not saying that about you specifically, Amy. So don't take that wrong, please. But I've just seen this in general, where people seem to just they spend no time on it really at all. They just kind of throw things out there. I guess I'm not really that kind of person. I like to spend time on my renders, whatever it may be. Kind of have fun. Obviously, that isn't. If I haven't made that obvious yet, I have fun with this kind of stuff. It's really a great thing. Okay, so let me see here. How are we going to make this work? So we'll probably get a shot like this. We'll go and add one more reduced model. And what I'll do for this end one is I'll actually rotate this middle one 180 degrees, maybe. I can't remember how I did this, honestly. It's been so long. It's this one out here. Oh, shoot. No. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to freak out here. Okay. Then this one back here. So now we have this kind of like, looks pretty cool. And a lot of people, I don't know, that's one of the other things. Like, how do you make your worlds look so massive with Terrascape? And it's really not that hard. It's using this kind of method where you have like a small sort of map here, and then you work your way to this huge thing. I'm letting you guys on like crazy secrets here. Oh man, Fabian's like, whatever, man. Anyways, let me see here. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the trailer real quick, because there's a part in the trailer. I don't know what I did with the video. Honestly, I'm freaking out right now. Okay, here we go. I'll just pull it up right here. So real quick, this shot of the moon at the end. So if you look here, you can see it. I am pointing out my mistakes. This is really crazy. So we go back real quick. I'll show you what I mean here. So we play this. So you can see this is actually the edge of a model right here, but it just kind of looks like that's the end of a cliff. And then out here is the same model duplicated, rotated, and then scaled huge, like really big. So you can see that parallax change right there. I mean, it's right there. It's so evident now that I'm pointing it out. You're all like, this guy's a fake and a fraud. But that's the technique, really. Hopefully, in Element version 3, please give us some information, Fabian. Just comment all the details. I'm hoping that we might have some maybe LOD settings. I know that's like strictly video game stuff, but hey, it works for video games. Why not for rendering software? That's always my question. So right now we're just kind of working through this. It doesn't have to be too perfect, but as long as we get like whoa, this is massive. We're gonna fake this till we make it. So I'm gonna rotate this a little bit. I am so used to Unreal Engine's. So for my work, I've been using Unreal Engine for some visualization stuff, and I'm so used to the interface now. I'm like going to Element. I'm like, I don't remember this software at all. Fabian, I'm gonna read your message real quick. Those are some good infos. I'm still in Nebula right now. Second have this finished. So your live stream came in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I tell you, just how things work out in the end. It's crazy. So real quick, let me hit OK here. I'll let this load up, and I'm gonna save this because yep. Fabian's like, please, Element version 3. That's what we're all like, honestly. It's the struggle is real. I tell you that. Just gonna save it. Oh, please don't crash. If it crashes, I just have to end the stream. Like I dishonored my family. Okay. It didn't crash. Wait, did it? It's still not responding. like let me move the window, but then it was like, no. Oh no, wait. No. Are you serious? You can't be serious. If it is serious, then okay. You just witnessed a man almost crying. Just put this as Terrascape tests, I guess. Whatever. I mean, who knows? Okay. And I'm gonna up the resolution. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll turn it to half for right now. We'll play around with this a little bit. We'll create a new camera. I think I usually it's usually around 35 to 50. Let's just say 35 for right now. Let's move this camera around. As a matter of fact, it looks like I went wider for that shot. Now that I'm looking at it, it's like, hey, this is crazy. Okay, so we're gonna have to adjust these mountains a little bit. It's fine. There's I can tell you we have some really great internal versions, but I'm not sure which one we released. I have no idea when right now. Oh man, yeah, it's I am so ready for Element version 3. Like, if I'm just being honest, it's like, please, I am so hyped about that. I know that there's been some versions that Andrew Kramer has kind of shown in videos before, maybe not intentionally, but I've seen them. Not intentionally, but those are just really cool. So real quick, that's stinky. Amy, basically at this point, you have to work for Video Copilot, then you can get your hands on any version you want. That's how I think this goes. Maybe I'm going crazy, but at least that's what I think. Okay, so this looks a little better. Get a little more depth. Yeah, this looks good. One of the things that was really annoying, I guess, to me and to some users in version 1 of Terrascape is that these lines are a little too obvious. So for Terrascape 2, amen, friends. Yep, amen. Amen, sister. Anyways, sorry. Version 2 or the next pack for Terrascape should definitely have some fixes as far as that goes. So there we go. That's better. Okay. And yes, lighting is tricky. I am not going to lie. Lighting can be very tricky. So one of the tips I can give you, Amy, or anybody, is never have just overhead lighting. It looks horrible. Fabian's like, it's all for myself. But yeah, never overhead lighting. That is one of the things that will murder your renders and just make them look like not great. So if we bring in a light, let's just say this light. So I'm going to show you an example real quick. I'm just going to crank up the lighting real quick. This is your part, Amy. Shadows, ray traced. Let that load up. And hopefully this live stream is working okay for you guys. I'm not sure. So if we do overhead lighting, I'm going to show you exactly what happens. So you say, okay, overhead lighting, boom. It's horrible. All it looks like right now is a diffuse texture with ambient lighting. It's not good. We need to add in, we need to see shading and detail in the landscape. So we're going to push this back in this case. Here we go. And then we're going to push this maybe this way a little bit. And then maybe to get a little closer to the trailer, let me see. So if you look at the shadows, whoa, you can see that the light is coming from over here in this side and it's coming down this way. So let's go ahead and grab our light right here and just kind of move it up and then up. We're just going to kind of get this as best as we can. I'm not going to guarantee that we can get this exactly the same because I remember this shot being a little tricky. But we'll get some part of it done. Okay, so here we go. Let's say this again. Okay, so we got that. Take a look at this. We have 4 people watching. Yay! So real quick, I'm going to take a dive into the previous project file here. Don't worry, this won't take long. I just wanted to make sure that we use the right background image. I just always think that's super important. I use the video copilot. Oh man, look at this. See, I was trying to relink the scene files before I started the live stream. I was like, no, this is bad. Let me see. So Sky, what? Where is this? Okay, so I might just have to get away with using a different sky texture because I don't think I have this anymore. Yeah. It doesn't look like I have it anymore. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm not going to worry about it. The one thing I will do is copy this real quick. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me. Please don't crash. Get the little blue wheel here. Color correction is another thing that is highly overrated. A lot of times what I'll see is people just do renders that are straight out of Element. And while sometimes that can work, I don't recommend that. You should always apply some sort of grading or color correction. Just call this desert. Save. Okay, good. I'm not going to worry about the rest of this here. I don't need to say that. Okay, so here we go. This is kind of what we're looking like right now. We zoom back here. My computer wants to work. We can get some light maps back here. I mean, sky maps. Sorry. See, my brain is on Unreal Engine mode. It's like, light maps, bake in the lighting. I'm like, no, it's not time yet. Going crazy. So my computer doesn't want to respond. Seriously, right now, in the middle of a live stream? See, this is why it's so much nicer to just like record tutorials and then you just splice them up and then you can kind of figure it out later as you go on. I usually, in my tutorials, I say so much. I'm like, this is not working. So this is, you're all getting the embarrassing part of me trying to figure things out as I go. This is the part you don't see. Oh, he's so professional. And it's like literally 4 hours of recording time just to get like one word down. Just kidding. No, it's not that bad, I promise. So let's see here. All right, that looks good. So what I'll probably do is we'll go ahead and add in the HDRI. So let's go in here, environment 360 sky maps from Video Copilot. Pow. And let's see, I'll probably use, is it SkyMirror 7? I always get these mixed up. Let me see. No, it's not SkyMirror 7. I think it was, come on. Is it not that? Wait, I think it might have been this one. No, because the ground is 2. Unless we use like this crazy one, but that's too much. I think I usually use 14. Honestly, 14 is the one I use for a lot of the stuff I do. So let's go ahead. Okay. We're going to see our lighting's actually going to change a little bit here. And then I'm going to go back in and grab that environment folder. Show and explore, and then I can close all these out. And let's go back in here, SkyMirror 14, drag that in. And here we go. Hey, how's the live stream looking to you guys? Is it working all right? Let me know, because I'm just flying through this and I'm not really paying attention if YouTube's like, hey, stop, it's crashing or something. I'm sure it's fine, but I just like to make sure everything's good. So a lot of people actually got a comment about this. They're like, hey, why don't you just like put this in Element so you can rotate? And I do think that works sometimes, but it's only if you have a wider lens, because the problem you run into is that the sky ends up looking very unrealistic and you have almost zero customizability once it's in element, besides like rotating it and stuff. You can't like color correct it. So I usually, for 90% of my renders, I never use the element checkbox for the background environment, which is in the physical environment, and show in background. I never really ever use that. I always just put my images in a 3D space and call it good. It's usually what I do. So in this case, I'm gonna grab it, boom, push it back, way back. And I'll hit AA on the keyboard, and we're gonna accept lights to off. We don't want our lighting to affect this layer. So now let's scale it up. It's probably too much. And we'll go down. Okay. So we're right here right now. And one of the things that I'm noticing is that maybe our show, I couldn't even talk much shaving cream. One of the things, sorry, yeah, you guys are gonna have to deal with my antics here. I'm just like all over the place. Let's move this up, and then we're gonna adjust our environment settings. So this is one of the things too that you'll run into. Thanks, Fabian. Oh my goodness. If you say it looks good, then I'm basically just like in heaven right now, because you're a god at this stuff. So I'm just gonna tweak this a little bit. Boom. So we're probably good right here. The sky is definitely gonna need to be adjusted. So every bit of color has to be accurate. We can't fake that stuff. That's usually what will give it away. And honestly, this stuff is still tricky for me. It's really just getting the color down. And I know that you're supposed to go through every channel, red, green, and blue, and adjust it correctly. But hey, you just do it. Do what you need to do. So this is going to be kind of like a sunset sort of scene. So I'm going to just adjust my curves real quick. And again, I may be going too drastic, because once we apply the some of the other color, we'll have to go through and tweak this even more, but this is a good starting point. We actually want this to be brighter. Okay, so I mean, that's already looking a lot better compared to what we had. At VC, we use VC orb a lot of times for the background. Like, oh, that's really smart. Heck yeah. No, that's a great idea. I should be doing that. Fabian's like, that's copyrighted. It's our trademark. Oh man, it's too late then. Anyways, another tip. This is something I'm still experimenting with, but I've been using subsurface scattering on landscapes to fake global illumination, and it actually looks pretty good, which is crazy. It's not even for that, but I'm telling you, it's like, holy moly, like that actually works, and it freaked me out. It's like, well, why have I not been doing this before? So yeah, life questions. I probably won't get to the dude on the speeder bike. I have to leave my house in 30 minutes. I'm gonna go watch Infinity War. Do not put spoilers in the comments if you've watched it, because I will be upset. Anyways, okay, so this is where we're at right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at maybe applying some of the color correction. I'll apply the preset I had saved for my latest project, or not the latest. What am I saying? Desert. Oakum. Wow. So yeah, that's a huge change in color. So we have to adjust some things. Let's see here. I think our parallel light may be too bright, so let's go to 100. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust some things. So I'm also noticing that maybe our shadows are not dark enough. So let's go into our physical environment. And this is kind of how I usually play around. I usually will go jump back and forth between a lot of different things. And I'm not sure if I used a diffuse texture. Let me see. Sometimes what I'll do is apply multiple lights, and that's just to fake a broader like light scattering, I guess. You know what? Let's go ahead. This is probably not going to work, but I'm going to try using the subsurface scattering method on this just to help bring out some of the shadows in some of the areas. So I'm going to shut off the environment, and I'm going to go to subsurface scattering real quick. That'll work for me. So let's bring the lighting, I don't know, just anywhere really. Even this looks pretty cool. Like that actually looks really good. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, what? What am I doing? Subsurface scattering. Okay, here we go. So let's just turn that on, and it's probably going to look crazy. So yeah, we're getting some ridiculous stuff back there. Also, what we need to do is copy our material and apply it, because that's why it's only getting one of these. Did that not work? Paste. I guess it did. Did it? It kind of did. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go into this first one, which is the one we're working on. And let's just try scattering this. So just scatter, boom, and then the absorption range, just kind of mess with that a little bit. It's just like ambient color that we're messing with. And I'm not guaranteeing that this is going to work. I'm just kind of playing around with this right now. Let's jump our scattering a little bit. The nice thing about this too is that it's using the color of the material at that current location. So it's lighting up this color, this color. I mean, it's basically illumination, but with a little bit more control on maybe edges and that sort of thing. I mean, when you think about it. So maybe we'll throw some absorption stuff on there. I don't like how this one's getting hit so much. It just doesn't look realistic, and I'm sure that's because our light is moving around somewhere, triggering that. I think we need to brighten up. So what I'm not seeing here, if we look at the original, let me pull that up. I don't even know where I put it. There we go. You can see how much harsher our shadows are here. And we're not getting that right here. And that's just due to our physical environment being a little too bright. So this is where we just kind of have to tweak these settings. Something I may also do is that I think this texture is a little too saturated for this shot. So what I'm going to do is go in here, go into our diffuse texture, and I'm going to desaturate it a little bit. So we should get something more like this. So this is a little closer to the trailer, maybe. I don't know yet. We're going to move this around. And maybe we'll increase the brightness of this again. And then we need to turn down our subsurface scattering, because that is now attributing to this not being as dark as we'd like it to be. So now we're just going to kind of treat this as light bounce. So let's maybe bring this up a little bit more. Let's push this down. So this is funny. So this actually controls the subsurface scattering, but not the shading or the shadows, which is funny. I mean, it's kind of cool because you have some more customizability. But in this case, I think we want it like right there. And then this point of interest is what's going to give us the sort of the shading look that we want. Is this helping at all, Amy? I know I'm rambling. So let me know if I need to do or not do something. Fog. This is another one. So we definitely need to add this in. It's going to be a little intense, but it's okay. We're going to turn up our fog range. Okay, let's throw around some different colors real quick. We may want this to be kind of just like hazy in the background. So maybe we'll adjust our start distance a little bit. Can I pull it back? No, it's too much. We don't want it affecting this too much. So just to put in perspective here too, like this is our color correction. It's playing a huge role in this. Huge role. And then, I mean, color correction is up to you and what you like. I mean, I just use looks for most of the time. But from here, we can kind of play with this a little bit. And we're just going to adjust maybe some of our colors. So we were like, hey, it matches now. So, oh, cool. I'm so glad. Good. That makes me happy. Another plugin I use, maybe a little too much, is Shine. So what I'll do, and I am just breaking all the rules today. I'll just label this as color correction. We'll label this one as raise. Sorry, I'm looking over the microphone to reach my keyboard. And I'll do Shine. Shine, here we go. This is crazy. Just kind of have it shining down, maybe just a little bit. And this is another thing that can be really easy to overdo. You can really go quick on this and mess it up. So what I'm going to do, what I normally do is I just completely remove the shadows layer. Boom, gone. Don't need it. And then from there, I kind of adjust color. We don't want this to be super strong. We just kind of want to, that's another easy thing to do as well, is that if you oversaturate colors like this, at first you may be like, wow, that's cool. It's like contrasty and well, take a step back and come and look at it. It's like, oh man, that actually doesn't look so great. So we're going to kind of just add in some of this light. And of course it is a little too harsh. So we can just adjust the opacity a little bit. And this is just helping add in some ambience that's coming over the mountains here. Yeah, let's see, we might try adjusting this as well. Just going to kind of move around lighting, see if we can maybe get something that's a little bit more appealing. So I think this is probably the best location for it. We're getting some nice change in the geometry here. So, I mean, we've come a long way. I mean, if we just look at the draft render, I mean, this is like, we go back here. I mean, this is what it looked like before. And we've worked our way. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me take a picture. Oh my God, that thing freaks me out every time. I can't even. Okay, oh man, mini heart attack. So if we look at the difference here, that's pretty insane. We've already come a pretty long way. I'm not sure if we should cover some camera animation. I have a little bit of time left. I really want to show you guys what the Darth Maul thing I've been working on. There is some landscape and lighting stuff going on there for sure. So that might be beneficial. Heck with it. I'll go ahead and add a simple camera animation. We'll, whenever I'm doing camera animation, I always just put everything on draft for the moment. This is a pretty short application. This is all really basic stuff, so I'm sure that you all know this. Oh yeah, that's right. They changed this in they changed this. Isn't that cool? I mean, their scripting thing is just so much nicer. Honestly, I probably forgot a lot of this. Does this still work? It does work. Okay. So yeah, there we go. I like this new interface they added here. It's pretty cool. So let's just add a little bit of wiggle. So this may be, the amount is too much. Let's go to like 0.5. Oop, you gotta click out. Oh my goodness, I'm ruining it. Okay, so I'm getting it mixed up. See, I'm rusty. This is crazy. So the amount 1, and then maybe our speed. Yeah, so this is pretty good. believe this. Okay, so my mic fell asleep again. You guys missed all that. I wasn't really saying much. Just kind of saying how it's easy to overdo stuff and the point of interest on the camera, just kind of things like that. Maybe you guys cut that part. Some of the color could actually be yes. My mic is set up through an external recorder, which is then plugged into my computer. So it's like all over the place. Yep. Yeah, that was me. I messed it up. I need to honestly just get a microphone that plugs into my computer, because that would be way more convenient. I have to worry about any of this. So something I noticed, it's a little too desaturated. It's -30, so I'm going to go to -15, bring back some of that desert color back in. There we go. So that's actually looking a little closer. You know what? Heck with it. Let's go to, yay, I'm back. Yep. 0. Let's go to 0. It's maybe too much. Maybe a little too much. Yeah, a little too much. Yes. Let us go to -10. That's what we'll do. -10. Yep. So let's call it good. Let's see what this looks like. And again, I mean, I could spend more time on this. Really, just using those same techniques, Amy, that I was talking about. You just kind of keep working on that. Like color correction, lighting, direction, never overhead. Those are the things that I could definitely suggest, like definitely will help. Let's see what this looks like. It's just about finished. Yes, I mean, it's looking pretty cool. Pretty cool, I must say. I plan on doing more of these live streams, so I know it may seem like oh no, like this is the end, but there will be more. I'm actually gonna make sure this is saved, and let me pull up the Darth Maul thing. Here we go. You guys are getting an inside look into the mind of a mad scientist. Okay. Oh no, what happened? Why is the plugin missing? So this is crazy. I don't know if I can shut this stuff off. I forgot how to shut off these things, but I mean, this is an element right now. This is a really cool shot that I'm working on for the Darth Maul film, and I plan on using this inside, not inside, but I'm going to be using. Man, I can't think. Oh, Nebula. Nebula. I'm going to be using Nebula with this for sure. I'm going to pull up a file here so you guys can actually see this. I think it's trying to load in full resolution. That's why it's like, no, why would you do this? My computer doesn't like me. Extension, here we go. Exports. Ship pass. Okay, so let me open with DLC player here. So this is a huge file. I'm sorry it's playing laggy, but why is nothing? It's like my whole computer is like locked up. Oh, maybe this is why. I have like all these different programs open. Oh yeah, that is why. Okay, so now it should play better, maybe. It probably won't play in this program because it's an MOV file. Open with, try it again. So, I don't know if you all can see this well. But yeah, this is all inside of Element. Honestly, this one took a little bit of time. I mean, I did this shot probably within, I don't know, maybe 5 hours, I guess. But then you can see that there's like light getting casted up on here. Once we add Nebula in here, it's going to be like crazy. I can only imagine what this is going to look like. And then this is actually the model I was live streaming. So this is the model that I was working on. having some fun with that. This is the shot. Darth Maul's ship, flies around. We can see light being cast. It's just there's a light that's parented to this. It's a ghost. What? What's a ghost? Yeah, there's sort of this moonlight. And of course, the terrain was created in World Machine, which I should probably show you now. I'll show you that now. So this is kind of the behind the scenes look of what I use to create Terrascape models. This is a really, really cool piece of software. I don't know if I can, see what's, here we go. So you can, already, this is crazy. This is like the maps here. This is the untextured version. If I go back into the noding here, I can actually show you what that looks like. So if we go to simple watercolorize, okay. And then let's go to quick texture. There's actually a little, you're at it and it's even, oh wow. Oh yeah, no, I am definitely hyped about Nebula, that's for sure. Yes, how much is it? I'm sure you probably can't mention anything about pricing, but that would be cool to know. Let me go into the macro here, and there's this thing called basic render. So we can plug in a height map. So I think it's, here's our height field. And then we have our water, plug that in. So now if we go into, let me go ahead and just bake this node real quick. Let me make sure nothing's on real quick, because this could really mess me up. Participate, no. You guys are getting like this crazy. More info will be out really, really soon. Yay! No, oh, savage! Like intercepts. Oh, man, I was not expecting that. Sooner for sure. You guys are just cracking me up. Basic render. Let me see what the resolution of this. Okay, 2K. This is fine. So let me show you. This is kind of what goes into making Terrascape models. I just got the next version of World Machine, so I've been playing around with it. Honestly, I've been so busy with school and work. It's like 4-hour sleep, like weeks. Like it's been crazy. So just been trying to live here. Okay, so why am I not seeing? You can already see. This is the next level of detail we'll be going into for Terrascape 2, but let me see why the mesh is not working real quick, because once you see the mesh, it's like, whoa, this is crazy, man. Oh, no wonder. Okay, I get it. I get why it's not working. This is a very simple blunder on my part. And then let me make sure this is not going anywhere. No. Okay. So now if we plug this in. No, wrong one. Where is it? Where are you hiding? So it's definitely, oh, there it is. So that's that. Yeah, let's try this. Plug this in. I think this is better. I thought it was better. But you know us, right? Pretty cool competitive pricing. Yep. It doesn't. Still pretty have volumetric lighting. Are you getting married soon, Francis? Me getting married? I don't think so, unless you know something I don't know about. Are you in cahoots? Oh, no, I'm not. I don't think I am. At least I'll leave it at that. But oh wait, seen you. I've been getting it mixed up this whole time. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I think this is what it's supposed to be. Is this? Yes, this is what it's supposed to be. Let me go and render out this. No, I don't think I'm getting married soon. It's probably still 5 years out. Oh my goodness, college is killing me. Can't worry about too many things at once. It is a very, very busy time for me right now. So working at a new job. Okay, so here we go. This is the landscape. This is at 2K resolution. So the final resolution for these maps will be 8K. So this is 2K. Imagine what 8K is going to look like. I actually did a bake on it a little while back, and it was like, holy moly. I am so excited to release these maps. Oh, before I forget, I should show you guys the yes, I am getting ahead of myself here. So yeah, I hope you guys can like this shot. Real quick, I know I'm jumping around. This is crazy. Wow, sorry. No, don't be sorry. No. It's all part of life. Life is not easy, that's for sure. So I am prepared. Let me scoot along here. Some people are asking about this shot, and they're like, "Oh, how did you do that?" Well, the model is obviously Locust Pack, so it's one of my 3D model packs. And then Orb played a huge role in adding the atmosphere. So we look at this, you can see the atmosphere, but the planet itself is Locust Pack. So really cool, really neat things. Just kind of combining things together. This is compositing. I mean, that's all it is. But if we solo or get rid of this, which one is it? This one, I think. Right? Yeah, I mean, it's basically just looks like Earth, but then we're just adding that next grungy detail on the bottom here. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Oh, it's called World Machine. World Machine is what I use to create all that stuff. It's really complicated. Maybe it's not as complicated as I'm saying it is, but it took me a while. Like, it's easy to plug in nodes, but to actually get into the settings and dial it in and figure out all the textures, like, I don't know, I kind of closed the window, but it is so detailed, and each node has like a subsystem of nodes, and you go in there and you can tweak things. It's really cool, but it definitely takes a while. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Okay, so this is the last thing I can show you, then I got to head out. The movie is starting soon, so I got to fly. Let me say, okay, let me just go to everything here. I can't remember what it was called. Yes, day tonight, right? Yeah, okay, this is it. Whoa, okay, sorry, my thing is exploding. Okay. Oh man, are you serious? No. Oh, is it not gonna work? What is this? Oh man, are you serious? MP4, where did it go? I'm sure I can find day to night. I don't know where I oh, this is the wrong clip. My bad. I think I know where it is. Let me see. Close this. No, I don't want this either. Everything's just like opening up at once. Yay, look at my desktop. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is really, I have not released this. I should probably just release it. Here it is. That's what it's called. Let me open this up real quick. Yeah, this is, you can run late. I can tell you what happened. No, don't you dare. Oh, wait. No. Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, I thought you meant like now telling me like what it is. I'm like, no, I want to find out for myself. Thanks, Fabian. I appreciate it. Yeah, if I do miss a little bit of it, then I'll definitely just send a message like, what happens? So this might take a while to render. I'm not sure if I render this out. See, this is the important lesson. Always think before you speak. I apologize, Fabian. This could have turned into a very ugly situation. Okay, yeah, this is going to take a little while to load. This is a day to night Terrascape project I was working on. It was really cool. It's all inside After Effects. The clouds were inside After Effects. It doesn't look like amazing, but it was just something to mess around with, and it seemed to work pretty good. Okay, so I might just render this out in like half, maybe a third of the resolution, because it is honestly huge. Yeah, this is, you guys can kind of see what this looks like. Nope, I won't. So yeah, this is just fractal noise up here. I was looking for yeah, so here we go. This is kind of what it looks like. Kind of like those time lapses you see on like National Geographic. I'm gonna have some like distant clouds out here, maybe just kind of passing. I actually had some darker clouds that were up here. But I'll let this play through. I know it's not the best resolution, but at least you guys can get a idea of what it looks like. It's still rendering a little bit. But I plan on doing something cool. But yeah, this is the cool part, is that it's actually looping. So that was my goal, is to get this to actually loop, which I was able to do, which was not easy, but it worked out pretty well. I'm going to probably post this on maybe Instagram or something. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's just a cool experiment. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take off. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Hopefully we can do this soon. Maybe we can get some other people to do some live streams. That would be really cool. I would actually be like super happy if we could get some other people to do that. So anyways, it's been Francis Check. Hope you guys had some fun, at least Fabian and Amy. You guys are great. Thanks for being part of the live stream, and we'll see you guys again soon, maybe next Sunday. All right, you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your day or night, depending where you are. All right, see you later.